All right, guys, well, let's go ahead and get started with the build here. We got our Furitek kit, and we'll be installing it on this green SCX30. So first, we'll go ahead and take the body off, and let's go ahead and open up this kit, see what we got in here. Okay, we got our controller. Looks like we got some instructions. Wow, this is really tiny. It looks like everything we need is in this little box. Then it also looks like we got some double-sided sticky tape. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this open. Wow, so tiny. Okay, we'll just set that off to the side. Let's look at the instructions real quick. All right, so after kind of reviewing these instructions, they're not really how to install instructions. So I guess we'll just kind of wing it here, see what happens. We'll start out by taking the battery out. Oh, and if you guys haven't already, one thing I do recommend is shaving off these little tabs on the battery. I broke 3 batteries pulling these out. I had to get 3 replacement batteries, and then I sanded those down, and it comes out super easy now. Now the picture on the box shows this ESC and receiver mounting on the side here. They do also look like they would fit pretty good just right in the back like that, so we'll see. But first things first, I guess we'll disconnect this motor. So now we'll just have to figure out the best way to get this all in here. First thing, I suppose we'll work on actually putting the motor itself in here. Oh man, this motor tab is hard to get out too, just like that battery was. Yeah, these are horrible to get out, and I still don't have like a little needle nose plier to try to get this. Maybe this will work. Nope. Well, I just went and pulled it out and broke it. So I broke this little plastic piece. Pretty much just goes right here. Yeah, I don't know. I hate these, like these little tabs on here. And just horrible to get out. But it doesn't look like it should affect it anyway. Still, it's just frustrating. All right, I'm just gonna take this little battery thing off here. Well, since I broke that ESC, I didn't really break it. I didn't, like break it, but, since I did break that piece off here, maybe we'll just try mounting it as they have shown in the diagram. I really hope these little LED lights don't have those same tabs and are super hard to get out here too, because these are just definitely going to break if I try to pull these out. No, one popped out. There we go. Okay, at least the LEDs weren't hard to get out. That's good. And then the motor, I guess that would be, or the servo. Well, I guess we'll start by taking out the ESC and receiver combo right here. Okay, there we go. So I guess I'll just get these wires out of here. They're all kind of hooked onto this. Okay, so we got this off. So now I just need to figure out how to actually separate this. I don't want to snap it or anything. Okay, guys, we did get it separated. I pried it open, snapped the housing in the process. But this does look like it will fit in here, though. Like I said, I mean, I'm brand new. I didn't look up any videos, but I'm pretty sure this might not be how you're supposed to do it. I mean, maybe it is, but so we'll just go ahead and put this housing back on here, or this piece that's left over. Okay, so we got that tray back on here, and I think we'll remove this side just to make getting to these bolts on this transmission housing a little easier to get to. Okay, so we got that other skid plate off. We'll go ahead and take off these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts on this transmission case. So we were able to get that off. And now it looks like we just have to remove 2 bigger screws in there to get the motor out. Might have to change my bit on this. I think this is going to be a little bit too small. Okay, well, that was pretty easy. The motor just slipped right out. And it looks like this NanoModo should just bolt right up to it. It's got 4 different holes there, so just try to line it up here. Yeah, this isn't going well. I mean, haven't really been able to line this up. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like these holes are exactly lining up with where the motor mounts, even when I have it flush here. I don't know. It's just been kind of a nightmare install for me. Well, guys, we got it. I mean, that was absolutely horrible. I just could not get these things to line up. Ended up just keeping them really loose and basically having the motor not actually touching this, and had it like out a little bit and was able to catch both holes. So it is sitting flush now. I will honestly be surprised if something is not broken when we go to try to run this thing. So I'm sorry that my attitude is not the best on this video. Honestly, I probably shouldn't even post this. I just feel like I haven't been in a good mood through this whole video after breaking those pieces and this being such a bitch to get in. But this is my first experience, and what can you do? I guess we'll just learn for the next one. Okay, we got that on. So now I'll go ahead and put our battery tray back on. Shows this going into channel 2 on the instructions. And then we have our motor. You know, that was our servo. Servo, okay, motor. Battery. And then we have this little splitter, which should allow us to plug in our lights. So I'm not really sure if it matters which channel you plug these into. Okay, so I did some research. It said that the servo should go into channel 1 and the lights shouldn't really matter. Okay guys, we got batteries in the remote, and we'll just try to turn this on, see if it works. Okay, we got life. See if this turns on. Okay, we got some noise. Oh, we got some noise. We got some lights. Let's see if it works. Looks like our trim's a little off. Hey, the trim's working. That's good. Hey, we got life. It works. Holy crap, look how slow that is. That's crazy. That's insane. Wow. The slow speed control on this is crazy compared to stock. I'm barely touching it and it responds. Look how slow that is. I don't know what else to say other than just repeat, that's crazy, over and over. Like, look at that. Look how slow that's moving. Well, guys, I'm probably going to end it there. You know, I was in a pretty rough mood this video. This is real life, and I still wanted to share my initial experience with it. You know, this is the first ever install I've done on something like this. You know, I broke these parts over here, broke that piece off, this white piece here, and I don't know, I almost was getting to the point where I was getting angry and just trying to tighten this anyway and not caring if I strip anything out. Like, I was just really not in a good mood building this or working on this, so I apologize for that. You know, after we got it running, it looks like it works and everything's fine. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably like to order another one just to put in my other SCX30, just so I could do it more carefully and maybe actually take this transmission out to make it easier to put that motor on there or something. I am super impressed with how slow this actually crawled. Really, it was pretty crazy. If you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking with me through this build. I was getting pretty discouraged, and we'll try to have a better one in the next video. Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. experiencing what this was like for me anyway, for the first time.